I think by this point we can all agree that Harry Potter is a Christmas movie. So yes, today we are back again with another video, and we're going to be checking out Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the first out of 8 movies, 7 books. This is one of my all-time favorite movies and series of books and movies. I've read all the books, I've seen all the movies, but I haven't watched the movies all the way through in probably, 5 years. It's been a long time. I've done all the things that your traditional Harry Potter stan does. I've gone to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I've gone to the midnight releases of the movies and the books. I've talked about it with my friends, my family, like anyone and everyone you can think of. I've done the sorting houses quizzes online, but I haven't watched them all the way through in a long time, and I really don't know why. What better way to revisit and relive these movies and what made me love Harry Potter so much than watching it alongside of you guys today. We're going to be checking out the first one here today. If you guys want to see me react to the other Harry Potter films, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know in the comment section down below. But before we get into it, if you guys could go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that like button, I would truly appreciate it. It helps out the channel so much. Still only about 20% of you guys who are watching are subscribed. It takes one click and it helps me out a lot. Also hit that post notification bell so you get notified every single time a new video goes live on the channel as well, and for future Harry Potter reactions for the channel. Also follow me on my 2 social media accounts down below. I have a Twitter account, Instagram account. It's a fun time. Tons of Christmas content up right now. Good pictures of my dog. Anything and everything you can think of. It's a fun time over there. Go give it a follow. Without further ado, let's get right into this. Imagine if you just walked outside at the middle of the night, see a guy coming up in like medieval looking robes with a beard as long as his feet. Gandalf, how did you get into my universe? You know, I just realized this. Dumbledore doesn't keep it lit. He keeps it dim. And he crashes and we no longer have a franchise.
Wake up, cousin!
You know, if he accidentally slipped on the carpet, fell down the stairs, and busted his head open, I don't think any of us would be too upset. I think we might actually wax those stairs for him.
Yes, well, some of them are quite a bit bigger than last year.
I don't care how big they are!
You know what this kid needs? A nice big old smack.
It's just, I've never talked to a snake before.
You know what's kind of funny that I'm just now realizing is when they cast these kids in this movie, they were kind of playing the lottery here, because what if any of them had gotten really fat or had grown to be an obscenely tall person? They kind of lucked out that Daniel Radcliffe was like, no, I'm just going to be your normal average build. It's the perfect book description. But imagine if he had been like 6'4" and jacked.
I can't believe what this snake is doing!
Karma's a bitch. Harry, you should have known. You got to be more discreet, my guy. You should have been off in the corner like, there was a snake coming. Not the fact that I put my cousin inside of the snake cage.
There's no such thing as magic.
Tell that to the other 7 books. Yeah, animal control. We've got an owl infestation. There are droppings everywhere. Look how good that shot is. Oh my gosh, that's like straight out of the book's illustration.
Daddy's gone mad, hasn't he?
She's like, well, yes.
Dry up, Dursley, you great prune.
I like how he still tried to shoot. He's like, you know what? I'm going to risk it. It might shoot back in my face, but at least I'll get something.
Baked it myself, words and all.
Wait, did that say happy birth dap? Oh, Hagrid, I love you.
You knew all along and you never told me.
Of course we knew. My perfect sister being who she was.
I do love the depth behind their character's anger, because she's always been jealous of Harry's mother, has been taking out all of the like longing hate that she's had towards her sister out on her own son.
Can't tell you how pleased I am to meet you.
Hello, Professor.
Oh, Quill, thy snake of snakes, go slither into the back of your head. The set design and costume work on this movie is just magical.
It's about you-know-what in Vault, you-know-which.
At what point do they think, after they said, like, Vault, you know what, It's about you know which, he who shall not be named. How many innuendos do we need to have?
Hello?
That's how you slide into those DMs.
Give it a wave.
Also, if wands react that poorly every time that he has to give people their chance to try out their wands, how is his shop not like exploded at this point? That shot has been iconic for years. Ah, it's so good.
Maybe she wrote it down.
No, I can't spell it.
It would end up being Volder Dap.
But nobody lived once he decided to kill him.
Chris Columbus, who directed this movie, did such a good job at setting up this universe. The way the imagery looks, you could easily turn that into like a little horror-esque sort of shot, and it just looks so good. The flashes of green, and they can use that later on in the films once the technology has progressed and the stories progress. It was so good.
What happened to you know who?
Well, some say he died.
Some say he shriveled up like a midget and went into hiding, but some say he died.
But Hagrid, there must be a mistake. This is platform 9 3/4. There's no such thing, is there?
Oh, Hagrid, why did Harry never show up to Hogwarts today? I don't know, sir. I gave him his ticket. What did the ticket say? 9 3/4. You bloody idiot.
All right, Percy. You fair.
Yes, my fellow red-headed clan. We here for the win.
Fred, you next.
He's not Fred, I am. Honestly, woman, you call yourself our mother.
To be fair, you could at least dress them in different colored sweaters to differentiate, but, that's just me.
Do you really have the what?
Haircut.
Anything off the trolley, dears?
We'll take the lot.
Harry's like, yeah, I'm making up for lost time. I've had a terrible past 11 years. I want all the candy.
You've got dirt on your nose, by the way. Did you know? Just there.
I'm going to be honest, Ron, I can't think of any scenario between when you got on the train to that moment in time as to how you got dirt on your nose.
This is Crab and Goyle. And I'm Malfoy.
One of these wizards isn't the same. One of these wizards end up in jail.
We'll soon find out that some wizarding families are better than others, Potter.
And racist in the wizarding world out the gate. Great way to make friends.
Gryffindor!
I never can get over the way that Dumbledore claps in this movie.
Slytherin!
Can't even make it onto the head before he knows. Everybody normally goes for like Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, maybe Ravenclaw. I'm gonna be honest, I'm 100% Slytherin. I'm not sad to admit it. I'm a Slytherin.
Nearly headless? How can you be nearly headless?
Like this.
Wow, thanks Hermione for ruining everybody's dinner.
Oh, and keep an eye on the staircases. They like to change.
What I do know about Hogwarts, it is the most amazing school of all time, and it's also the easiest school to get lost in of all time.
I can tell you how to bottle fame, brew glory, and even put a stopper in death.
Now, what if Snape turned out to be a pyramid scheme seller?
When the smoke turns red, it means you've forgotten something. The only problem is, I can't remember what I've forgotten.
Yeah, that's always seemed kind of like a pointless item to me. It's like, oh, I forgot something, but if I forgot it, then how would I remember it?
Welcome to your first flying lesson.
Oh my god, I just realized this, but she has dead yellow eyes. Has she always looked like that? Hey, you asked for it to go up. Don't blame the broom.
Grip it tight. You don't want to be sliding off the end.
That's what the witches said.
It's a longer.
I like how she was going to try to stop him and say, nope, screw this, I'm yeeting.
No. I think I'll leave it somewhere for Longbottom to find.
Again, the pointlessness of having a rememberer if you have to leave it for him to find it somewhere. Me and the rememberer are going to have problems.
No one's died in years. Someone will vanish occasionally. But they'll turn up in a month or two.
So no pressure.
Hello, Hamora.
No point in having locked doors anywhere in the magic world.
I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed. Or worse, expelled.
Don't worry, give them 7 books. They'll figure out something at some point or another.
Uh-oh.
You would think after all these years, they would have come up with a better way to get the bludgers back into the case, but then again, where's the fun in that?
You catch this, the game's over. You catch this, Potter, and we win.
In theory, but technically, they could just outscore you so much that it didn't matter.
She's a nightmare, honestly. No wonder she hasn't got any friends.
You really need to do a 360 before you start insulting someone at school, because then you gotta, like, be around that person all the... It's just bad. You know, if he had landed face first, that wand would have gone straight through.
If Harry and Ron hadn't come and found me, I'd probably be dead.
Ron's like, yeah, that's right.
Give me that!
And another thing I'm wondering, is there no foul in that? Like, are we allowed to just take out the other team by hitting the bludgers at them? Because we could end this really quickly. Ugh, Monday's got me like,
He's got the snitch!
If that's not the most badass way to ever catch a snitch of all time, I literally caught it with my mouth. See, Exhibit A, Christmas movie. He even got the Christmas tree. Fine, I'll go watch more TV. Jesus.
I found this in the restricted section. It's still hot. That means there's a student out of bed.
Filch gets off on the fact that he can, like, just catch these kids in the act because he has nothing better going on.
It does not do to dwell on dreams, Harry, and forget to live.
Okay, Dumbledore, go ahead and drop that fortune cookie wisdom on me like that.
Ain't no one gonna get past Fluffy, except for me and Dumbledore. I shouldn't have told you that. I should not have told you that.
How many things do you think Hagrid shouldn't be telling these kids that he's told these kids?
All 4 of you will receive detention. No, you heard me correctly, Mr. Malfoy.
Ha, Malfoy, you report the crime, you gotta join the time. Again, that's such a cool aesthetic. Look at the dark forest. Oh, I would love to go in there and just spend a night. It would be a lovely time for me to get a little bit of moonlight. What if that just turned out to be Mercury?
Scared, Potter.
You wish. Oh no! It's my one true weakness! A half man, half horse!
As long as Dumbledore's around, Harry, you're safe. As long as Dumbledore's around, you can't be touched.
Don't look ahead 6 books from now.
Take Fluffy, for example. Just play him a bit of music and he falls straight to sleep.
Hagrid, how many times do we have to say you shouldn't have told them that?
This complicates things a bit.
I feel like that would just be horrendous. Imagine getting pummeled by a bunch of metal keys. Ugh, that sounds awful. Oh, this is one of my favorite parts of the movie. Yes, like, life-size Wizard's Chess is a dream of mine to actually somehow play someday.
It's you that has to go on. I know it. Not me, not Hermione, you.
Ugh, I still get goosebumps to that line every single time. Oh my god, he fell 3 feet to the ground!
You.
That's always been such a good misdirect when you first watched this movie or read the book, is because of that little stutter that he had. Oh, it's such a good job. They've really played it off really well in the film and in the book.
Tell me, what do you see?
Well, I see your head on a stake and me stepping on it. You know, I had heard about people with a split personality disorder, but this is a whole new level. You know what I think of you, Quill? You don't feel so good!
I was most unfortunate in my youth to come across a vomit-flavored one. Alas. Earwax.
I like that he's just okay with that. He's like, what are you gonna do? Earwax.
With 472 points, Slytherin house.
I think that's the closest I've ever seen Snape to being happy.
Well done, Slytherin. Well done, Slytherin. However,
He's like, you know what? Slytherin, you've won the House Cup. But before I give you the House Cup, I gotta go hold my chalice. I have some bullshitting to do.
Gryffindor wins
The House Cup.
On a technicality. All right, so that was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. That movie is one of my absolute favorite movies of all time. I love the series. I love the franchise. I could keep gushing about everything that I love about it, but just for the basics, I love the actors that they were able to cast in this movie. I love the direction of the film. I love the writing. I love everything and anything that came together to make this what it was and create this good baseline of a universe heading forward into the next few movies. And it just is so magical, and it's so much fun to watch around Christmas time in the winter. That's kind of when I always like to watch the Harry Potter films, is that in the winter time, just, I don't know, something about Hogwarts always makes me think of like a snowy castle-esque sort of thing. But if you like what you saw here today and you want to see more, if you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that like button, I would truly, truly appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Also, turn on those post notifications by smacking that bell so you get notified every single time a new video goes live on the channel as well. And then also leave a comment in the comment section down below if you would like to see me react to the other Harry Potter movies in the franchise. I'd be more than happy to do all the rest of the movies, one per video, and just we'll go from there. I think it'd be a fun time. I hope you guys would like that too. Also, follow me at my 2 social media accounts. I have a Twitter account, Instagram account. I just put up a couple of videos today of the behind the scenes of this, so it's a fun time over there. You get to see winter content, dogs, food, anything and everything. It's a good time. Go give them a follow. And besides all of that, I'll Harry Potter you.